Hello, hello. Hello, hello, and welcome to Track 2. We are about to watch the Line Cutters in purple taking on the Price Slashers in yellow. The first of three games this evening on Track 2. Coming up at 6:35, we're going to have the we're going to have an all gender bout, Cyber Monday versus Black Friday. And at 7:50 to round out the evening, we're going to have the winner of Wolf to 6 versus the loser of Wolf to 5. Okay, because I can't hear myself. Okay, that's better, yeah. Thank you. And I see our officials are all standing in the center ring. We're just waiting for the signal before we can get started. I'm waiting to see our jam timer. There they are. Hold up their hand and get us off to an official start. Once again, we are broadcasting live from Track 2 on the second day of this black and blue scrimmage weekend hosted by Lansing Roller Derby. And the first whistle has been blown, and the bout is off to a start, and it looks like number 701 of the Line Cutters, Dakota, is going to be lead jammer. And we have our first star pass of the bout is number 27, Peace War. Peace War, of course, one of our visiting coaches coming to us all the way from Gotham. And I'm going to be your lead jammer. First points of the board. The first points of the game are on the board with the Line Cutters scoring 4 points in this first jam. And this bout is, of course, the loser of game 1 versus loser of game 3 last night. Price Slashers, of course, losing to the Markdowns in game 1 yesterday, and the Price Slasher and the Line Cutters losing to the Midnight. Oh, and we have our first power jam of the bout. That is crazy. Number 86 getting called out on a penalty, and Poppy Goblin, number 3 of the Price Slashers, will not be lead jammer, so we're going to go the full 2 minutes on this one, sports fans. And the track is at a standstill on turn 1. And Poppy Goblin fighting her way through that line of purple. Cayenne Calamity visiting us from Central Michigan Mayhem, doing a dynamite job holding down that line, but they have to let her through. And now the Price Slashers are on the board for 4 points. It is a tied up game. And we are are just barely into the first half. Both jammers out now. And number 86, Crazia, out of that penalty box with a vengeance, still to score points. Poppy Goblin, meanwhile, on her second scoring pass, she's slapping those hips, but she was not lead jammer. But, you know, the jammer instinct is strong. You know, in a tight spot, you slap those hips, hoping maybe the ref doesn't remember you're not lead jammer. And Crazia putting 4 points on the board here for the line cutters in this jam. And that's going to put the line. That's 4 more points for Crazia. Line cutters now up to 12. Price Slasher still at 4. Now the turns have tabled. This is going to be a power jam for the line cutters. Crazia just racking up those points. Already 12-point jam for Crazia. Not bad for somebody who spent 30 seconds of the jam in the penalty box. And she does it again. 4 more points on the board. This is a 20-point jam for Crazia. 2 minutes have been reached. Great job, line cutters, on that jam. And the line cutters are going to start in the power position on this jam. Poppy Goblin still has a few seconds left to go in that penalty box. Peace War on the sidelines, giving some last-minute coaching to the Price Slashers. And Smack Bitch already shoving Sid Monster all the way to the back of the pack. And we have another star pass from the Price Slashers. It is number 0, Dracula, is going to be... Oh, we have two lead jammers. This is a woofda first. And Sid Monster slapping those hips, and the jam has been called off. Which jammer called it off, I cannot be certain. We had, like I said, 2 lead jammers, a woofda first. History being made right here at Black and Blue 2023. Either way, double goose egg on that jam. The line cutters holding on to their 16-point lead in this first bout here on track 2 of the evening. And we're going to start. And Felony Assault has to let that jammer go. It is number 701, Dakota, is going to be lead jammer for the line cutters. And she's looking for that hole on the inside, coming up against Witch Slap of the Price Slashers. Witch Slap says, I don't think so. But Dakota cannot be stopped, and Dakota coming around for 4 points. Price Slashers jammer, Mini Fridge is out. Mini Fridge will not be lead jammer. Mini Fridge taking a big hit to the outside from number 44, Canker Score, and that's going to be the jam. Dakota calls it off, and Dakota did pick up a couple more points there for the line cutters. Price Slashers once again held scoreless, 21-point game now. Line cutters at 26, Price Slashers at 5. Oh, looks like the Price Slashers did steal a point in that jam. I believe that is Peace War on the jam line for the Price Slashers, but yet again, it's going to be number 86, Crazia of the line cutters, is going to be your lead jammer. Peace War, meanwhile, getting low, working the track with those crossovers. Crazia sees where the stars are aligned, scores her 4, and calls it off. It looks like going into this jam, we have a 5-on-5. No one in the box just yet. But I think that's I think those whistles were for the other track, track 1. Sid Monster of the Price of the Line Cutters working her way through, but it is Witch Slap number 999 of the Price Slashers is going to be your lead jammer. Sid Monster about half a lap behind Witch Slap, looking for a look. Witch Slap almost getting through on the inside. Talk about pain, gonna force her to the back of that pack. Sid Monster, meanwhile, just sliding through untouched for 4. And Witch Slap coming through for 4 on that initial pass. Sid Monster, meanwhile, on her second scoring pass, coming around for 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Witch Slap about to echo that. This is Witch Slap's second scoring pass. And Witch Slap getting sandbagged pretty good there by a line cutter at the back of the pack. Oh, and the line cutters are doing it again. Poor Witch Slap having to start all over, but the Price Slashers putting up a good fight there against Sid Monster. And Sid Monster did put 4 more points on the board there for the line cutters. High scoring jam there on both sides. Price Slashers now up to 13, line cutters at 41, and we are less than 10 minutes into this first half. And boom, 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 number 517, Eve of the line cutters, makes it look so simple. She's going to be your lead jammer. Price Slashers, meanwhile, and it is Peace War, number 27, again jamming for the Price Slashers. And Eve is going to call it off. Didn't quite see the ref's hand, but she did pick up a couple of points there for the line cutters. Line cutters now at 32, Price Slashers at 13. 29-point game at this juncture. I almost said at this point, but 29-point game at this point, that just does not sound right, does it? And surprising no one, number 86, Crazia of the line cutters, lead jammer. Crazia at 100% of the time she jams, she becomes lead jammer, but number 50, Mini Fridge of the Price Slashers is out, will not be your lead jammer. Mini Fridge making her way on the track, and Crazia calls it. Double goose egg on that jam. So with the whistle, this jam is off, and tell you who's jamming as soon as I can see who it is. And after some little bit of fighting on the outside, Sid Monster becomes your lead jammer. But Peace War number 27, Hot Pursuit. Peace War has overtaken Sid Monster on the track. Peace War successfully forcing a call off there from Sid Monster. Double goose egg on that jam. You got a little jammer on jammer love there on the jam line. Saw the high fives going up. So it is Crazia's got a tangle with Wicked Wench there, but no, that's not Crazia. That is jamming for the first time this evening. It is Fitch Slap, number 72 for the line cutters. Pack is moving backwards very fast. I'm not sure what's going on there. Well, I do know is that Fitch Slap is coming around for 4 points. Price Slashers Jammer, meanwhile, taking a tumble there. That is number 3, Poppy Goblin. does it again. Fitch Slap coming around for 4 more points there for the line cutters. And Poppy Goblin attempting a star pass. Their pack is spread all the way out on the straightaway. Fitch Slap taking advantage, coming around for 4 points. So far, 12-point jam here for the line cutters. And when Star Pass achievement unlocked, Mini Fridge number 50 running away with that star. Fitch Slap slapping those hips, calls off the jam, but not before scoring 4 more points. 20-point jam there for Fitch Slap. And our jammers are starting way the hell behind the pack. Pack is now moving backwards closer to the jam line. Right away, it's Felony Assault number 14 jamming for the Price Slashers, fighting her way through that pack. Felony Assault, of course, normally blocker for Flint Roller Derby, but taking her turn with the star this tournament. We saw quite a bit of her on the jam line last night, and Felony is going to be lead jammer, but she's coming up against that wall of purple there at the front of the pack. And 4 points going on the board for the Price Slashers. And Felony Assault not slowing down anytime soon. Line Cutters Jammer coming out, and Crazia's streak has been broken. Not lead jammer, but Crazia pushes her way through on that first scoring pass for 4 points. Felony Assault also coming around for 4. Felony now at 8 points scored in this jam. Crazy approaching that pack a little bit gingerly. And she's coming up against that yellow wall, held in place by Smackabitch number 1978 of the Price Slashers. Oh, we have a blocker and a blocker-jammer pile up there. Felony coming around for 4 more points. And Felony doesn't look like she's slowing down anytime soon. Pack is getting dragged backwards by number 27, Peace War of the Price Slashers. Peace War slamming those hips right into Crazia. Crazia still on the ground, and the jam is called off. Crazia did pick up 2 more points for the line cutters in that jam, but Felony did manage to cut a little bit into the line cutters lead here. Price Slashers now at 26, line cutters at 68. And we're off. And both jammers right away running into quite a bit of resistance. Sun damage has Oh, that is not sun damage. Sorry about that. That is Pack-a-Punch Gale has Sid Monster trapped. Oh, I spoke too quickly. Sid Monster is out. She is going to be your lead jammer. Price Slashers, meanwhile, jammer still trapped in the pack on her initial pass. Sid Monster coming around for that scoring pass. Perv and Lady Di have to let her go. 4 more points going on the board for the line cutters. And at last, Witch Slap is out. And Sid Monster coming around for another scoring pass. Dex Bomb. Great job opening up that hole for Sid. Sid scores 4 and calls it off, holding the Price Slashers scoreless. Can see Warm Regards at the front of the pack wearing that pivot stripe. She has got the Price Slashers jammer in her sights. And who is on the can't see who is on the jam line just yet. Oh. Peace War already tangling with warm regards there. This pivot on pivot action. And we have a lead jammer, number 72, Fitch Slap, coming around again is going to be lead jammer. Peace War winning a hard fight for that star, taking over as jammer for the Price Slashers. Nice hitting there from Mini Fridge, and Fitch Slap calls it off. And Fitch Slap did score. Shoot, I hate it when I can't see the ref's fingers that good. Several, we'll say several points for the line cutters. I hear a lot of tweeting, I hear a lot of whistles, and I also see number 701 of the line cutters. That's Dakota coming around. Dakota's going to be lead jammer. Dracula of the Price Slashers not too far behind. Dakota taking a hit to the outside, calls it off, holding the Price Slashers yet again scoreless. 4 points going on the board for the line cutters. And it looks like we have an official timeout being called. So, once again, currently on track 1, we have oh, wait, I see never mind, timeout is over. Jam Timer's arm has dropped. And Witch Slap has been sent to the penalty box. This is going to be a power jam for the line cutters. And Peace War, once again, switching those hips like magic. Perv is going to come in to assist there on Sid Monster. Wicked Wench also doing some nice containment for the Price Slashers. And see some very, very effective blocking there. Peace War able to switch directions on the turn of a dime here. And Sid Monster has been sent all the way to the back of that pack, and that was exactly what Witch Slap needed to get out of that penalty box. Witch Slap, of course, not going to be lead jammer. You can't be the lead jammer once you've gone to the penalty box. I mean, at least I think that's the way it is. Witch Slap coming up against Warm Regards and Cayenne Calamity in the pack. And Witch Slap coming around for 4 points. Sid Monster, meanwhile, looking to get that star pass. It's the Bomb Bomb. Will be taking the star over for the line cutters. Dex Bomb Bomb, rather. X Bomb Bomb still holding that star, and Bomb takes a tumble on the inside lane. Witch Slap, meanwhile, coming around for 4 points. Price Slashers getting to catch up, and that's going to be the jam. Oh, never mind. Those 4 whistles must have been from the other track. Witch Slap coming around for 4 more points. Dex Bomb Bomb coming up against the deadly hips of Peace War in the pack. Lady Di also going to assist there. And that's going to be the jam. Line cutters held scoreless, and Witch Slap scored 3-2. I didn't see Bookie's. I couldn't quite see Bookie's fingers from here, but several points for the Price Slashers. We now have a 40-point game. Price Slashers now at 42. Line cutters at 82. Price Slashers starting this jam with a blocker in the box. And right away, it is number 85, jamming for the first time this evening. Mattitude, finding that hole in the pack, running with it. Going to be lead jammer. Mini Fridge, about half a lap behind. Mattitude, hit it and quit it, calls it off. And Mini Fridge did steal a point in that jam. And Team captain over on the Price Slashers bench has called a team timeout. And if you're having fun, don't forget to join us tomorrow. We are going to be having the Team Michigan tryouts here on track 1 at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. You are not going to want to miss that. Some of the best skaters from all over the state will be competing for a coveted spot on Team Michigan. This is going to be the first of 3 tryouts before the new year. There will be an additional tryout December 3rd at the Grand Rapids Skate and Event Center in Kenwood, and a third tryout will be December 17th at the Masonic Temple in Detroit. And you can apply and register for tryouts at mirollerderby.com. And it appears that the jam timer's arm has been raised. So that means nope, she's put it down. So just have to wait and see. All right, arms back up. 5 seconds has been called. That means we're back into the mix. And that is number 72, Fitch Slap, back on the jam line, 3 for 3. Fitch Slap is again lead jammer. That was a nice hit there from Crazia in the pack. Poppy Goblin has to reform to the back, and big hit there from number 25, Sugar Snaps of Price Slashers on Fitch Slap there in the pack. Oh, big pile up there. Price Slashers are falling left, right, and center. Fitch gets away clean for 4 points. Poppy Goblin, meanwhile, out of that pack is not going to be your lead jammer. Fitch Slap comes around for 4 more and calls it off. That's going to bring the line cutters up to 94, just 6 points below that century mark. Price Slashers trailing by 44, and we have just under 7 minutes left to go in this first half. And so, I don't know what just happened, but I saw Misty Meaner take a tumble there. And our jammers are neck and neck. This is 6-1-2, Pack-a-Punch Gale, jamming for the Price Slashers. And number 701, Dakota, double goose egg on that jam. Gale calls it off. We see a little blocker shuffling around in the pack. Dracula looking for the best place she can be as pivot up front next to Pervy Sage. It's 5-on-5 out there. Pervy Sage doing her best to hold down the Price Slashers in the front. And Pervy Sage doing some great containment there on Sid Monster. Felony going to come in to assist. And meanwhile, the Price Slashers jammer getting held up by a 4-wall at the front. And both jammers having a real tough time making it through the pack here. Lady Di doing some nice bridging in the middle there. And at last, Sid Monster breaks through. Dracula goes flying. Sid Monster goes flying. Dracula gets sent to the penalty box for that hit. Sid Monster is lead jammer. Oh, big hit there on number 50, Mini Fridge, running away with the star. Sid Monster coming around for 4. Mini Fridge, finally getting the star on her head. And nice teamwork there from Even Matitude there. And Mini Fridge getting called out on a track cut. This is going to be a power jam for the line cutters. And the line cutters have crossed the century mark at 102 points. Price Slashers at 56. Matitude hanging out in the back of that pack, trying to. I think she's trying to signal her jammer to call it off, but we'll have to see what happens. Felony Assault doing a nice job on Sid Monster. Sid Monster does call it off with Mini Fridge still in that penalty box. So this next jam is going to be a power start for the line cutters. And Peace War doing a dynamite job holding down that line of Price Slashers there. Dakota's got her work cut out for her, looking for that hole in the pack. Dakota tangling with Peace War there at the front. Mini Fridge out of the pack, but getting held back by a wall of purple there at the front. Nice hit there from number 0, Farrell of the line cutters. Both jammers still trapped. Mini Fridge coming out first, and Mini Fridge is going to be your lead jammer. Dakota, meanwhile, still stuck in that pack. Spankovich holding down the line now for, little baby tiny Apex jump there. Mini Fridge coming around for 4. Sugar Snaps also holding down that line, and these 3 blockers are working together like a well-oiled machine to keep Dakota trapped and open up the inside lane for Mini Fridge, scoring another 4 points for the Price Slashers. And Mini Fridge just can't get enough. She's coming around again. She's got a tangle with Cayenne Calamity there and Misty Meaner on the turn. And that was a nice hit from Talk About Pain. But Mini Fridge finds that hole and runs away for another 4 points. This is exactly what the Price Slashers need. Just a few minutes before the half, we have, a little jump and hop and a skip and a jump around number Shiv there of the line cutters. Mini Fridge coming around, and the Farrell, meanwhile, appears to have taken the star for the line cutters. Line cutters jammer still on the initial pass, and that's going to be the jam. Mini Fridge's reign of terror cut short there. Mini Fridge did score 3 more points for the Price Slashers. Great jam there from Mini Fridge, bringing the Price Slashers up to 67. Line cutters now at 110. Still a healthy lead there for the Purple Brigade, but still anyone's game. Well, in roller derby, we always say it's anyone's game because things can change very quickly. We've seen that time and time again. This is number 72, Fitch Slap, doing it again, 4 for 4. She's going to be lead jammer. Witch Slap, meanwhile, still looking for that hole in the pack and making it look easy. Fitch Slap coming around for 4. Fitch Slap, not a flashy jammer, not a speedy jammer, but a very, very steady jammer. And I guess they heard me saying that because now the Price Slashers have sprung into action. Ruby Bruiser's got to let her go, though. And that's 4 more points on the board for Fitch Slap. It's Fitch Slap and Witch Slap. No wonder I was getting confused. Witch Slap, meanwhile, coming up on the pack for her first scoring pass. Witch Slap putting 4 points on the board for the Price Slashers. And Fitch Slap decides to leave well enough alone, call it off. Fitch Slap did score 2 more points on that scoring pass. Maybe 3. I can't see the ref's fingers all that well from here, sorry. And that is gonna be the half. We'll see you back here in just 5 minutes. we're just about ready to get back into action. And while you are here, please don't forget to check out some of our sponsors here. We've got Monkey Lube here from Ohio. They have some mouth guards. They've got mouth guards, they've got laces, they've got wheels, toe stops, all the things your little derby heart desires. And we've got Tamboy Sports Massage here as well, currently taking appointments for some fantastic massages. And it looks like we're both teams setting back up to get into the second half. So as we go into the second half of this bout, Line Cutters are in the lead at 121. Price Slashers trailing at 71. This is a 50-point game. That's easy math. Even I can do that. Starting out this half with 5-on-5. Mattitude holding down that line of purple there at front of that pack, hitting Felony to the inside. Felony's got a line back up to the back of that pack. Great recycling there from the Line Cutters. And Mattitude will not let up there on Felony Assault. And Felony makes it through, is going to be your lead jammer. Sid Monster in hot pursuit there. Mitch be tripping, looking right at Felony. And Mattitude hits Felony to the inside. Felony calls it off. Felony did steal 2 points there for the Price Slashers. Nothing for the Line Cutters. And right away, the Line Cutters jammer getting edged out by the Price Slashers, and it's Mini Fridge number 50 will be your lead jammer. Number 72 Fitch Slap, streak broken for Fitch Slap, not lead jammer. But Mini Fridge hits that pack running, and she hits it and quits it as soon as she gets past. Talk about pain, calls it off. 4 points on the board for the Price Slashers. So we see the Price Slashers just cutting little by little into the Line Cutters lead. And another few jams like this, we could see Price Slashers possibly edge out in front. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens, how things shake out in this half. And our jammers are neck and neck. And out by a nose, it is Dakota, number 701. Number 3, Poppy Goblin, hoping to force a call off there. Pack is moving fast. Peace Forward trying to keep things moving at the front of the pack there. And Dakota hits that pack first and halfway through decides to call it off. Not seeing Dakota's jam ref's hand up for points, so the scorekeepers didn't. I guess the scorekeepers didn't see either because they're waving and they're calling for an official. I'm not quite sure what's going on now. Everybody kind of looks a little confused. So I'm glad I'm not the only one that's confused. Skaters on the track dancing a little bit, it looks like. That's fine. And then finally the skaters figure out what's going on. Tapping the skaters figured out before the officials. The scorekeepers have been calling for an official timeout. And that's all. That might also be a wolf to first. A skater calling for an official timeout, not a team timeout. And the Jam Timer's arm is up. I am assuming that means the timeout is over. 5-on-5 on the track. Mattitude already looking to make that hole there for Sid Monster. Sid Monster going to be your lead jammer. Price Slasher's jammer already looking to pass that star over to Peace War. That's not Peace War. That is Spankovich. Oh, Star Pass achievement not unlocked. Mini Fridge has no recourse but to put it back on her helmet. Sid Monster gets hit to the outside by Shankovich and calls it off, but Sid Monster did score 4 points there for the line cutters. Nothing for the Price Slashers. So it looks like Pervy Sage at the front of the pack has got the line cutter's jammer right in her sights. And I was right. Peace War also skating to the front to tangle with the line cutter's jammer. Oh no, Witch Slap getting called out on a penalty. This is going to be a power jam for the line cutters. And one last hit to the inside from Pervy Sage. And Peace War and Pervy Sage ganging up on Fitch Slap. Oh, and but they have to let her go, and Fitch Slap is going to be your lead jammer. And the line cutters have brought the pack to a near standstill. Peace War lying in wait. Big hit there, courtesy of Gale of the Price Slashers. Misty Meaner coming in to do a little hitting of her own. Peace War hitting Fitch to the inside. Fitch calls it off. Fitch did pick up 2 points there for the Price Slashers, but that did give Witch Slap enough time to come out of that penalty box. Still nothing there for the Price Slashers. So right away, oh, look at that. That was fast. Number 701, Dakota, is going to be your lead jammer. Felony Assault, not your lead jammer. But Sugar Snaps waiting at the front of that pack to keep Dakota away. And Sugar Snaps swings those hips. Dakota goes down and calls it off from the floor. Dakota picked up 2 points there for the line cutters. Going to bring the line cutters up to 131. Price Slashers at 78. And you remember both these teams lost their bouts yesterday. So Price Slashers losing against the Markdowns in a blowout early yesterday, and the line cutters losing to Midnight Madness. But we have Sid Monster of the line cutters is going to be your lead jammer. Mini Fridge, meanwhile, of the Price Slashers still stuck in the pack. Mini Fridge is out, and so is Sid Monster. Sid Monster scores 4 and makes eye contact with her jam ref, calls it off, hit it and quit it from the line cutters. And that is Witch Slap number 999 back on the jam line for the Price Slashers. Can't see who's jamming for the line cutters just yet. And Witch Slap is going to be your lead jammer, number 86, Crazia, back on the jam line for the line cutters. Still looking for that hole in the pack. Witch Slap coming closer and closer. Sugar Snaps and Peace War holding down that line at the front. Peace War's hips are everywhere. Crazia stuck Now Crazy Eye is stuck on Peace War's shoulder there. This is some incredible blocking from Peace War. Peace War, one-woman machine. Peace War going a little bit out of bounds. Crazy Eye still stuck on that initial witch slap. Coming around for 4 points. Finally, Crazy Eye picks up a penalty, and it's going to be a power jam for the Price Slashers. Witch Slap coming up against a almost still pack, running into the back of Warm Regards. Warm Regards shoves her to the outside. Witch Slap still looking for that hole in the front. Another love tap from Warm Regards. And that's going to be the jam. And Witch Slap did pick up 2, 3, I'm not sure. Couldn't see the ref's fingers that well. Picked up a few more points for the Price Slashers. Price Slashers edging just a little closer to that century mark, now at 84. And this is going to be a power start for the Price Slashers. And Farrell holding down that line of line cutters at the front of the pack. Dex Bomb going to also come into an assist. Nice containment there on Mini Fridge. But they've got to let Fridge go. She's going to be your lead jammer. Crazia, meanwhile, back in the mix. Nice blocking there from Sun Damage. And can't tell who. Meanwhile, Mini Fridge coming around the storing pass. Big hit there from Fitch Slap. Dex Bomb gonna force Mini Fridge all the way to the back of the pack. Felony gonna try to get Felony, meanwhile, out there trying to make a hole for Mini Fridge, and Mini Fridge calls it off. 4 points on the board there for Mini Fridge. Crazia meanwhile picked up another penalty there in that jam. So this is going to be another power jam for the Price Slashers, and it's Poppy Goblin, number 3, wearing the star. And with that, the jam is on. Magnitude holding down that line for the line cutters. Mitch B. Trippin also going to assist along with Eve. Nice containment there on Poppy Goblin. Peace War looking to make that hole, and Poppy Goblin comes out. She is going to be your lead jammer. Crazia, meanwhile, also out of the box. Crazia, meanwhile, out of that box, overtakes Poppy Goblin on the track. Of course, this is Crazia's initial pass. Poppy Goblin on her scoring pass. Poppy's getting hung up on Eve in the back, decides to call it off. Poppy Goblin did pick up a couple of points there. Oh, but also Crazia, that was Crazia's scoring pass. Crazia picking up 3 points there for the line cutters. That's going to bring the Price Slashers up to 90 points. Line cutters at 138, and we have just 18 and a half minutes left to go in this second half. Don't forget to stick around here on track 2, because coming right up, we have an all-gender bout, Cyber Monday versus Black Friday, coming up at 6:35. And I'm not sure what's going on the track. What I do know is Dakota, number 701, is going to be lead jammer. We've got a star pass from the Price Slashers. Witch Cut has the star. Misty Meaner has to let her go. Dakota, meanwhile, is coming around for 4 points. Dakota decides to hit it and quit it and just stick to 4 in that jam. That's going to bring the line cutters up to 142. Price Slashers still at 90. We've got who's that? I don't want to say who's on the jam line because I'm not totally sure from here. Nice three wall in the front from the Price Slashers. The Line Cutters jammer still. Oh, that is Sid Monster of the Line Cutters. She is going to be your lead jammer. Mini Fridge, meanwhile, finding the hole on the inside, skidding to the front. And looks like Mini Fridge picked up a track cut. This is going to be a power jam for the Line Cutters. And that's a nice hit there from Wicked Wench. Sid Monster gets through and calls it off, hits it and quits it. 4 points going on the board for the Line Cutters. And of course, the Line Cutters gonna start this. This next jam is still going to be a power jam for the Line Cutters. And let's see, this is Fitch Slap number 72 is going to be lead jammer. Pack is at a standstill. Pack still has not moved from the jam line. Peace War has Fitch in her sights, but Fitch gets through clean. Peace War looks a little confused. 4 points going on the board there for Fitch Slap. Bitch Slap looking to get that hole. Shankabitch says, I don't think so. Matitude looking to open things up for her jammer there. Peace War coming in clutch with those hips, but Bitch Slap is coming around for 4. Shankabitch, meanwhile, decides to tangle with Matitude there. It's blocker on blocker time. Bitch Slap coming around for another scoring pass. Shankabitch has to let her go. 4 more points on the board for Fitch Slap. Mini Fridge, meanwhile, having done the crime, she's done the time. She's back on the track. Fitch Slap decides to call it good and call it off. And the Price Slashers have called a team timeout. Let's see what other bouts we have going on this weekend. At the moment, we have on track 1, bout you can hear in progress behind me is... It's the Markdowns versus the Hot Items over on track 1. And gonna be followed up by, at 6:35, Junior Roller Derby bout, Gravy Boats versus the Potato Mashers at 6:35 on track 1. And at 7:50, it's gonna be the winner of bout 5 versus the loser of bout 6. Still not totally sure who those teams are going to be. And of course, coming up next on this track, track 2, at 6:35, we're going to have the mixed gender bout, Cyber Monday versus Black Friday. No word yet on whether or not those will be the same teams from yesterday. It's going to be a black and white all gender scrimmage. And then 7:50, we're going to have the winner of bout 6 versus the loser of bout 5. And everybody is assembled back on the track, but things are at a bit of a standstill at the moment. We're not totally sure what's going on from here. So, with the whistle, we're back into action. Peace War, meanwhile, hitting Dakota to the center of the track. And that gives Witch Slap all the time she needs to come out. Witch Slap is going to be lead jammer. Pervy Sage has to let her go. Dakota, meanwhile, tangling yet again with Tracula. Tracula, Sugar Smacks, and Peace War. Sugar Smacks comes in for one more hit, but Dakota comes away clean. Witch Slap hits it and quits it, scores 4 and calls it off. That's going to bring the Price Slashers a little closer to the century mark now. Price Slashers now at 94, Line Cutters at 158, and we have just under 14 minutes left to go in this bout. Pack is closing in tight around Sid Monster there. Sid Monster wearing the star for the Line Cutters. And Sid Monster's got to get past the number 612 Pack-a-Punch Gale. That's what Mini Fridge needs to come out. Mini Fridge is going to be lead jammer. Sid Monster has to tangle in with Ruby Bruiser there. Sun Damage and Felony Assault, but she comes through. She's not going to be lead jammer. Felony Assault getting called out on a forearm penalty. And Mini Fridge hits it and quits it, scores 4, calls it, well, nope, scores 3 and calls it off. Nope, 4, 3. I'm sorry, I apparently can't count today. My apologies. Little jammer on jammer high five there on the jam line. And that is some nice blocking there from Eve. Eve doing a nice job controlling that wall at the front of the pack. And that is exactly what Fitch Slap needs to come out in front. She is going to be your lead jammer. Price Slashers, meanwhile, looking to get the Star Pass. Star Pass achievement not unlocked. That's Poppy Goblin, number 3 on the jam line for the Price Slashers. Oh no, Poppy Goblin's in the penalty box now. It's a power jam for the Line Cutters. And Bitch Slap calls it off, so this next jam also going to be a power jam for the Line Cutters. And they have put Sid Monster back on the jam line. But Pervy Sage, Peace War are lying in wait there at the front of the pack. Witch Slap also going to come in to assist Peace War, not making things easy for Sid Monster there in the middle. Pervy Sage and Peace War coming back around yet again. Sid Monster getting hung up on Peace War's shoulders, and Peace War has killed enough time to get Poppy Goblin out of the penalty box, but Poppy Goblin coming up against Misty Meaner and Feral of the Line Cutters. They're not making it easy for us. Sid Monster has picked up lead jam, coming around for that scoring pass, and Pervy Sage and Peace War are lying in wait. Witch Slap also going to come in for an assist. Sid finally decides to call it off as Poppy Goblin approaches the pack, but Poppy Goblin did steal a point there for the Price Slashers. 2 points on the board for the Line Cutters. That's going to bring the Price Slashers just 1 point below that century mark at 99 points. Line Cutters at 164, 65-point game, and we have just under 10 minutes left to go in this bout. See, 99, 164, even I can do that math. Oh, right away, the Line Cutter's pivot goes crashing to the floor. Mini Fridge takes advantage, and she is going to be your lead jammer. But Pack-a-Punch Gale is waiting at the back of that pack for Fitch Slap. And Fitch is neck and neck with Mini Fridge. Mini Fridge hits it and quits it, scores 4, and calls it off. we've got Peace War, number 27, back on the jam line for the Price Slashers. She is shoulder to shoulder with the Line Cutters jammer, and the Price Slashers did cross the century mark in that last jam, now at 103. Line Cutters still at 164. And 70 is 701 Dakota is going to be your lead jammer. Peace War looking to get the star pass over to Felony Assault. Line Cutters, of course, blocking that star pass, but Dakota's got a tangle with... Oh, star pass achievement has been unlocked. Felony puts the star on her helmet, and Peace War now back to just blocking. Dakota, meanwhile, midway through the pack, calls it off. Dakota did pick up 2 points there for the Line Cutters. Nothing for the Price Slashers. We've got Sid Monster back on the jam line for the Line Cutters. Going to be joined by number 50, Mini Fridge of the Price Slashers. And Mini Fridge finds that hole in the pack and takes it. Mini Fridge is going to be lead jammer. Mini Fridge, of course, long-time skater with the Central Michigan Mayhem. Over a decade Derby veteran. Sid Monster out, and Mini Fridge on her scoring pass. Mini Fridge calls it off, picking up 1 point there for the Price Slashers. We have just under 7 minutes left to go in this bout. And once again, coming up next, we have the all-gender bout, Cyber Mondays versus Black Fridays. And I see the Price Slashers jammer looking for a hole on the inside. This is number 101. Oh, nice. And never mind, it's Fitch Slap. Number 72 is going to be your lead jammer. Number 101 still looking for a hole in the pack. This is 101's first time on the jam line in this bout. 4 points on the board there for Fitch Slap. Number 101 is looking to get the star pass. Peace War making eye contact with her. Fitch calls it up before she gets the chance. And Price Slashers held scoreless in that jam. Looks like we're back into action here. And Felony's looking for that hole, and she finds it. Felony Assault is your lead jammer. Number 701 Dakota, hot on her heels, or should I say hot on her wheels. Oh, and faster than the speed of sound, Felony comes through for 4, calls it off, just barely edging out Dakota. Dakota held scoreless in that jam. Nice job by Felony Assault. Felony, of course, normally blocker for Flint Roller Derby, but taking her chances with the star in this tournament and doing pretty darn well, I'd have to say. And Sid Monster is back on the jam line for the Line Cutters. Number 50 Mini Fridge jamming for Price Slashers, and Sid Monster is out first. She will be your lead jammer, but Mini Fridge is in hot pursuit. The pack is moving fast. Misty Meaner sliding her way through, just hitting a few Price Slashers. I think for the hell of it, Mini Fridge eclipses Sid Monster, forces a call off. Double goose egg on that jam. Poppy Goblin coming back to the jam line for the Price Slashers. And it looks like the jammers are having a little dance party there. That's kind of fun. Oh, I was wrong. Poppy Goblin not going to be jamming in this jam. That is Mini Fridge back on the jam line for the Price Slashers. They did a little last-minute rearranging there. Peace War at the front of the pack doing a number on the Line Cutters jammer. Smackabitch also, Shankabitch also gonna come in to assist, but Crazy gets away clean. Crazy is going to be your lead jammer. Mini Fridge not that far behind. Dexta Bomb Bomb lying in wait. Mini Fridge taking the inside, scoots into the ref lane and calls it off, but Mini Fridge did pick up 2 points. Grazia also picking up 2 points for the Line Cutters. We have just 2.5 minutes left to go in this bout. Price Slashers at 109, Line Cutters at 172. And we have Witch Slap number 999 on the jam line for the Price Slashers. And it's number Dakota finds a hole on the inside and she takes it. Dakota is going to be lead jammer. Witch Slap getting forced to the back of that pack by Eve and Misty Meaner. The Line Cutters pivot also coming to do a number on Witch Slap there. Dakota comes through clean for 4. And Dakota still just keeps right on going. Witch Slap has to get past Eve and Fitch Slap. Matitude also going to come in to assist. Dracula tries and fails to put the stop there on Dakota. Dakota coming around for another 4 points. Matitude hanging out at the back of that pack. Witch Slap getting called out on a penalty. This is going to be a power jam for the Line Cutters. Matitude, Fitch Slap, Even, Cayenne, Calamity kind of making a line there on the across the straightaway. Pack is at a near standstill, but they've got to let Dakota go. And Dakota coming around slow, killing that clock as we have just under a minute left. And the Line Cutters have a healthy lead here, 184 to 109. And Dakota calls it off. Dakota picking up 4 more points for the Line Cutters. We've got just 30 seconds to go. Time for one more jam. Witch Slap still in the penalty box. Going to be another power jam for the Line Cutters. And they have put Sid Monster back on the jam line. Pervy Sage holding things together at the front. Pack-a-Punch Gale also coming in to assist, tangling with Misty Meaner there in the pack. Pervy Sage and Sun Damage keeping Sid back there at the front. Sid takes a tumble to the inside and sent. Pervy Sage is going to force her all the way around the track. Oh, and Witch Slap likes that penalty box so much. She gets released and almost immediately heads right back. It's going to be all Sid Monster. And this jam, Sid is going to be lead jammer, but Pack-a-Punch Gale, Pervy Sage, and Mini Fridge will be waiting for her. Sid calls it off as time is come to an end. And our unofficial final score is the Line Cutters 188, Price Slashers 109. Great job to both teams. And we want to say thank you so much to all of our skating and non-skating officials. Thank you also to our medics, to our track repair monkeys, to our 9 or 10 fans that are watching the game. Fans are coming to the middle for the traditional for the traditional high five after the game. And don't forget, coming right up, we are going to have the Cyber Monday versus Black Friday all gender bout coming up right at 5 minutes ago. We're on a tight schedule this weekend, but coming up on this track, that's what we will be seeing next. And over on track.